Hello, my name is Rachel Amarachuku Pabi, and I'm so excited to walk you through my week 3 projects 2 for web services CSC 341. So, in this presentation, I'll be walking you through the entire progress I've made in creating custom API projects. And and it also includes setting up my RUCD operation with MongoDB, implementing validation and handling errors. So for this project I created a brand new Node.js application and set up a new database in my existing MongoDB Atlas cluster called Project One. So the database contains at least two collections, the categories and the others and products and user. So they include about 7 fields. So I structured this project using the MVC pattern as usual with separate folders for my routes, controller, model, and so on, as you can see here. As you can see, my .env file is not here. You can find it on my VS Code where I kept my MongoDB URL and other credentials like the Google Client ID, the Google Client secrets, and so on. So I've added that file to my .gitner to keep it safe and secure. So this application connects to MongoDB using the MongoGoose. As you can see here on my package.json file, I have successfully installed code dependencies and I have confirmed the connection in the terminal and verified the data using a MongoDB Compass. I also handled the connection I also handle the connection error to make sure the server doesn't crash if the database is unreachable. So here I created a full set of RESTful routes for other resources using these routes. You can be able to access and retrieve all my order, retrieve a single order by ID and create a new order, update an existing order, and also delete an order. So each route uses controller function. Here is my controller function to interact with MongoDB. I tested each one of them using Postman and verified the changes in the database using MongoDB Compass. So I use the middleware and MongoDB's validation um, to ensure data integrity. For example, I validated that the item area is not empty and the status must be one of the allowed values. I also added error handling using try catch blocks if a user submits invalid data. So the API actually returns a clear error message and the appropriate data code like 400 or 440 or 404. And this helps with debugging and ensures that the API behaves predictably. So I've documented this API using the Swagger available item slash API dash docs. It outlines all the routes and their parameters and expected responses. So I have successfully pushed this entire source code to my GitHub account, like I have shown you earlier, and it is very much available on my render and and it's also live and accessible for external clients. As you can see here, this is my CSC 341 project on my render account. You see my CSC 341 link, and as you can see in my environment variables, I have all information on my .env file here stored and ready to go. And here in my logs, you see that my my render is successfully live and running. So here in my back here in my Swagger UI, mm, all environmental variables are stored in my render, and the section secrets were added to my render dashboard also. So run this, when I try this, okay, I have to authorize this. Let me just log in into. I receive a token which I have to use to authorize access. So here I want to get all categories. I execute this and it brings in all my information on my MongoDB. So when I copy an ID, and want to create a new category, as you can see, this electronics devices and gadgets. Let me just add something in here instead of pulling it out. Just- and appliances, and I execute this. It brings me, as you can see here, it updates it. So when I go on to get this category by ID, I click try it out, I impute my ID, and also execute this, and I get this. This is the ID I copied last time, and this is what I get, the automobile accessories. So when I go on to update a category, let me impute the ID again. So let's just this, like I update this and I execute it. It brings in this, just updated all this, that's changed all this to this. So now I want to delete this category. So I have to do the same. I put my ID and I execute it, and voila, my category has been deleted successfully. So if I also go on to do for the projects, it also does the same thing and comes out successful. And if I mistakenly impute that ID that is incorrect, it shows the error code. So this week have learned so much about different API like the REST, the RPC, and so on. And it stood out as the most modern and flexible approach, which is why I've used it for this project. So I gained on experiences in validating requests and properly handling errors, which are crucial skills for backend development. This week have helped me understand how important it is to protect my API from bad data and crashes. So yeah, this wraps up week 3 presentation. Next week I'll be showing you how I implemented the O authorization, authentication, and completing the final fixtures for this project. Thank you so much for watching.